Do you love playing mlbb as your team's jungler? I'm sure you do, as it's everyone's favorite, right? If you think taking many kills make you a good jungler, it's wrong. Playing as a jungler, there are many things you need to know, and we will talk more about it in this video. Hi guys, Kazuki here, and in this video I will share you guys 10 tips for jungler to improve their gameplay and contribute better to their team.
As you guys know, this video has redeem codes, and I want to congratulate the winners of our previous video. Thank you for participating. And similarly, this video will have hidden codes too. Find it from the video and redeem it at Kazukiofficialstore.com, and your diamonds will be delivered instantly.
The first tip we have is to know how to draft. When I say drafting, it includes everything, not just banning and picking your favorite hero. The drafting phase is an important part of the game, as this can decide the outcome of a match. And a note to all the players, that is, never let your jungler be the first pick. Jungler can take advantage of this to outdraft the enemy. Let your teammate pick first, and you can pick the counters of your enemy heroes. Or pick a hero that will be the most effective against their lineup. And that takes us to our next step, which is flexibility in playing any heroes that can be effective in jungling. I won't only recommend you to be flexible in playing the jungle role when you are playing solo. Flexibility in playing any hero or role is the best you can have as an mlbb player. If you can't do this, at least make your hero pool bigger. This will help a lot in the drafting phase, as I have mentioned in our first point. Flexibility in your jungling hero pool also helps you in adapting different team composition and game styles. Not all heroes are suitable for every game or strategy. By being flexible, you can switch to heroes that match better with your team or counter the enemy picks. Sometimes there are situations when you have to pick tanky jungler or high damage assassins, and that takes us to our next point. That is when to use tanky jungler and damage jungler. A tanky jungler is suitable when your team composition lacks a front line or a tanky hero. You can also use tanky jungler to do strategies such as picking sustainable side lanes and playing tank jungle and Estes as roam. Tanky jungler is also a great choice when the enemy has high burst damage and is also best for contesting objective. That's the reason why we always see tanky junglers in big tournaments. Playing damage junglers is suitable when you have the potential to snowball the enemy team. To do this, it all depends on how your early game is. When the enemies have weak early game heroes, take advantage of them by ganking them again and again. Damage junglers are especially for taking down the enemy's main damage dealer, or in short, their backlines. Hold up, there is a way to get free epic skin. How? It's simple, just like the video, comment about the video, and also subscribe. 10 of the random comments will be selected from any videos after we hit 1.15 million subscribers, and will be able to get any epic skin you like. On to our next point, we have securing buffs. As a jungler, securing buff is important as it provides extra benefit to your hero. Make sure to prioritize securing the blue buff for mana regeneration and the red buff for increased damage output. This can help you in maintaining mana usage and your damage output, which will help you in either jungling faster or eliminating enemies. But never get carried away by always wanting to take buff first without giving backup to your teammates nearby. Next is to keep track of enemy jungler. This is helpful especially when you are ganking enemies. I know tracking someone's movement is really hard thing, but you can do it by watching the minimap and seeing the availability of his buff. Keep track of when the enemy buffs respawn, and if possible try to gain vision or contest those buffs to gather information about the enemy jungler's location. Not predicting his exact moves, but think of it as yourself and what would you do if you were him? Where would you gank? And act accordingly with it. Next will be farming efficiently. Efficient farming allows the jungler to gain experience and gold faster. This means you can level up faster and get all your core items. A higher level and better equipped jungler can have a big impact on team fights and objectives. This can make you significantly stronger than your enemies. Up next will be prioritizing targets. Prioritize a squishy target. During team fights or ganks, focus on eliminating the enemy's squishy targets such as mages and marksmen. Doesn't matter whether you are playing as a tanky or damage. Take advantage of your burst damage if you are using damage jungler or crowd control abilities to quickly eliminate them or try to break their position. This will eventually give your team the upper hand. Next will be having mobility skills and good positioning. Having mobility skills is essential for every hero. However, it is very important when you are playing as a damage jungler. Why? Since you are expected to dive in and eliminate their backlines, you will need to dash or sprint out to escape. But playing tanky jungler, you can be completely the opposite. Since you are quite tanky, survivability is easy, but taking the objectives and eliminating the enemy becomes hard, which is why you will need hero with a crowd control effect. Good positioning can help you get a successful gank by blocking enemy escape routes, even backing off when needed or taking damage for your team in the front line. Map control or map awareness. A good map awareness enables you to establish and maintain map control. You can contest objectives, secure buffs, and respond to enemy movements. This helps your team maintain control over important areas of the map, such as the river or jungle, or even the enemy buffs area. Always keep on checking the minimap to stay aware of the enemy's movements and potential gank opportunities. This helps you to make decisions about where to farm, when to gank, or where to counter gank. And with this, I want to move on to our next and last point, which is map objectives. Buffs, turret, lord, and turtle comes in map objectives. Focus on these things and not on kills. Many players think getting many kills makes them good. However, getting many kills, but if you still keep on losing, remember that there is still something you are lacking. Clear objectives give good backup to your side lanes. Sometimes rewatch your match and try to figure out what you did, and eventually you will get better as you keep on playing more matches. Try to improve a little bit every match. If you think this video is helpful, do comment down below and share your thoughts on it. And here's the shout out from our previous video. King of Underworld, Ghost, Tekatoshi, Longchar, Arimong, and Popo JLG. So that will be all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Keep supporting Kazuki Official.